creativity is making love with the universe. um, we all have this one thing inside of us that wants to come out, and it whenever we do it, whenever we try it, and we feel like we're in this state of flow. We feel like we're up to something, or it just feels natural to us. It feels like we're flowing. We don't even know what's happening at this point, but we just flow with it, and we just start going in this direction of of pursuing this thing with like with our like with a, with this intensity, which we're not aware of. It's like a power we're harnessing of the universe that we were not aware of, or not the universe, I think, because but something just happens in that second, and you're like, bro, what is this? And when you remove yourself from that experience, when you're like, even if like you're painting, right, and you feel like you need to remove, bro, what is this happening? I'm just in a flow. I have no thoughts, I have no bullshit around my mind. But then at that point, if we don't go deep into it, we block the flow that is coming, and it's flowing through. It's like such an abundance of knowledge, or the urge, or whatever, the inspiration, or whatever. Maybe you've gone to a museum, or maybe you watched a YouTube video, which has like good editing, or art, or something like that, and you just want to express it in your own way. It's like, um, you have this love inside of you for a thing that you want to make visible into the world. Khalil Gibran's like quote, that I really like, is like, work is love made visible. And it's like we're working on a thing with so much heart and passion that we actually start to feel like, I am not here, I'm the only the work is here. And it is kind of like the concept in like the not forcing Wu Wei in the Taoism, or the text of Lao Tzu, which is like a Chinese philosophy, and it talks about how we're in this flow, we're in this moment that everything is spontaneous. It's like Buddha moves spontaneously. We've heard about this, right? Buddha moves in a spontaneous way. He's not second guessing his steps. He's not thinking कि इससे पैसा मिलेगा, or whether I'll make money out of this, or is this useful, does this have any utility. It's just having fun. I was listening to this saint who was saying that he was he was like having this meditation retreat, okay, and a man came up to him. He's like, I really like your technique, and it's really helping me to I'm feeling more happier and whatever, like it's really bringing a positive change in my life. And he was like, but it's not written in a scripture that I read, and or like a popular scripture. And the saint said a very very beautiful thing. It was like, if it's working for you, why are you asking for from some scripture? You know it, you have experienced it, that it gives me joy, it gives me uh, some intensity or passion for a thing, it gives me love. I feel something for it with my whole heart, and not this guilt or whatever. I just feel it out. Then why are you adding your own reason into it? But this is not in a this is not in a scripture, so how can this be true? This is why, because our ability to our bullshit our ability to see through the bullshit, and be like, everything that's written down is written down in the past. Maybe there is something new. Science always is new. Science is never made into like, okay, we'll do these tests. I mean, not most of the science, most of the discoveries. Darwin was this weird guy who did whatever he wanted to do, but still he's like the father of evolution right now. He gave us evolution. And in that sense, everything that we do for fun is being condemned by society. It's like, you're not supposed to do this, man. Where is the money? Where is the where is the thing? But we have to understand, if it comes from our heart and it doesn't give us guilt and puts us in a flow, that is the energy, that is the productivity that we want out of life. It's not like some productivity, the course, you have to buy a productivity course. You just have to find something, love. I was listening to this lecture, and there was a very interesting point in this. And the teacher was talking about, concentration does not happen when you try to focus happens when you love, when you're in love with that thing. Is like, like when you're with your girlfriend, I don't think you have to focus on her. If there is love, you'll focus on it automatically. You don't need love to focus on her. And if you play guitar and you think, man, this doesn't make money, and if you paint, this doesn't make money, the flow is gone, everything is gone. The point is not to find some meaning behind the task I'm doing, of what is the utility of this thing, what is the utility of it. It is fun. It doesn't have to be written on a job board, or or the top 5 skills that you need. No, life is such more vivid. It's more dimension, it's multi-dimensional, it's more real than all these metrics. Everything is made when you find meaning, when you try to find the point of doing anything. The point is, it feels good, man. It feels natural. I'll flow. Chuang Tzu, who's like the successor of Lao Tzu, who's in the Taoism, and he says easy is right, and whole of the system is sort of built in a way that you have to kill your soul to make bread. And I'm not saying people have make bread, but at least we have to take the leap of faith that if I follow my heart, and if I know by the virtue of the world or whatever, if I follow my heart and if I do things sincerely, because sincerity is the product of curiosity. I think without curiosity, there cannot be sincerity. Because if you know in the back of your head that I am not curious, I'm not interested in this topic, how can you be sincere about this? How can you focus on this? How can you be concentrated about that thing? So that's why children cannot concentrate on stuff. And when I look at my life, when I'm talking to the camera, I feel like I'm sincere about this. I'm not half-assing it, or I don't have something else going on. This is what's going on. This is important to me in a sense. I want to help people probably feel what I have felt, and it is so cool. So okay, I don't want to stretch the video too long, but I think one action step. I don't believe in action steps. I think you should always keep intuition at the foremost, like the forefront of your thinking. But I say, be a madman for 1 hour a day. Be a madman. You know, a madman is a person who doesn't care if it brings money, if doesn't care like the society or the status, and not the madman if you're hurting people, bro. Come on, we use some common sense. Don't twist my words, okay? I'm saying being a madman and you recognize that, painting or singing or writing poetry or coding or building a website, building a cool product for 1 hour a day without it feeling like work. Because play play, man. Because it is so important for us to express this creative urge inside of us. Everything, energy is this thing. I've learned everything. You can trace back everything that I'm saying, because I've learned from these philosophies that we need to experience these things, okay? I tell you about in my previous video I've made, you can check that video out. I've made how to not listen to this reasoning mind and actually use our intuition, our animal instinct that tells us. Not that animal intuition is something else. Animal instinct is like food, whatever, I need food. But intuition is like, why does this mean anything? And you'll find the thing that you have your heart in, the thing that pushes you to do something that you actually want to do, is actually the thing that gives you meaning. It's not because it makes money it has meaning. Everybody is doing a job. Everybody knows, like, we have to make bread, yeah, we have to put food on the table. But for 1 hour you have to be a madman to understand that this is what I'm missing out of life. This is the juice of life. Creativity is making love with the universe, and you have to make love with your lover, or the love dies and then you feel meaningless. But if you love it with your heart, and the only way to be a lover is to have sincerity, and sincerity comes from curiosity, from genuine interest in that thing. Darwin, Da Vinci, Van Gogh, the list goes on. Steve Jobs, Buddha, in senses, it was his life's passion or whatever. Kabir, like telling people about whatever, and like sewing the weaving the cloth that he used to do. And Rumi, and just dancing and having fun. All these people, these are lovers of life. We don't try to understand our love, we don't try to understand our lover. Just life, the universe, the existence, whatever. The only way to love it. Love is blind in some sense, right? So we cannot put bounds on our loves. Love is boundless. Love goes, and when you let your love flow for the universe, I'm not saying the love for a lover is like for like a female or like the opposite sex. It's not like that. It's something like that is deeply, ingrained within us to give out, to just, to sing songs, to whatever, do for 1 hour or at least 30 minutes. Be a madman. Whatever comes, just let it flow. Just let it flow. For me, like I'm being a madman right now because I like to, share about these things. This is, I don't know, I I curate knowledge. I'm not curating knowledge. This is what I learned to live, I think, and I have to give it out. I have this ball of energy. When you read the Letters of Van Gogh, when you read about, some book, The Prophet by Khalil Gibran, I keep it by my bedside. When you read Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu, you get this energy that it's built up, and I'm not venting this out in a sense, but maybe I'm venting it out, I don't know. It's like I get this energy and put it out, and the more you suppress this energy, the more you suppress your love, the more bitter you become. And bitterness is not for the world. You get bitter about yourself, you stop loving yourself, and that, the layer of nihilism that starts to, pile up on you, that start to build up on you. So for 1 hour, be a madman. Code, music, writing, whatever you can think of that, that feels, that will not give you guilt. People study for exams, they get good marks. People work for the promotions, they get the promotion, they get the business, but they still feel hollow and empty inside. So what was the point of, doing all that? So for 1 hour a day, be a madman. Just tell yourself, I'm gonna be a madman. Your thoughts comes, no, it does that, this doesn't make money, man. I mean, yeah, yeah, my parents, my friends will. Be a madman for 1 hour a day, because we need it. It's the need of the hour. We cannot, suppress it. If music comes in me, what can I do? I have to make love with the universe. I have to make love with life to live, because without love, how do we live? Dante had a beautiful poem, like Alan Watts was telling this thing. In my deepest, you know and I don't remember the exact words, but it was like, love is what makes makes the world go round and stars go round. It's not, and you're getting it, it's like metaphorical in the sense, but it does make sense. Love keeps us alive, because I love sharing this with people. I don't know, this is something that I love, and this I try to put, I think this is, uh, the real value in the world is the thing that loves. People love Apple not because, it's like a luxury thing, but a lot of people like me, and it is, I mean, there's a luxury aspect of, but we love the vision of Steve Jobs. We love that he did something. We love, in a sense, if we look at, Michelangelo, probably, um who's like another, Miyazaki, the Ghibli guy, and the list sort of goes on, to be honest, right? Buddha, we love Buddha because he was passionate about something and he wanted to share with people and did so. And you don't know who will connect with your message. You don't know who will, get something out of your message. So stop keeping it inside. If you want to make YouTube videos, go make YouTube videos, you know, because I think love needs to be there for concentration, for success, in the worldly sense or in the inner sense. Love needs to be there. I never wanted to make YouTube videos. I always wanted to make YouTube videos, but I never could because love wasn't there. Now this, I feel this deep need to express my love. Creativity is love, making love with the universe. I'll repeat this because I think it's such a beautiful thing. It just came to me. It was a shower thought. Maybe I'm pretty sure someone has said it, but creativity makes us lovers, and love keeps us alive. Love keeps us healthy, not for like the opposite sex, not for like our parents, but for the life itself. When you give into the world, you're loving it, because we give, we create for the world. Everything, you, even you write poetry and you keep it in your bed, okay, your grandchildren might find it. He's like, wow man, my granddad, was such a beautiful man. And not to get validation, but love doesn't need validation. Love just needs to be there. Love is fulfilling in itself. Love doesn't need validation. Love, it's not like I love, I'll only love who deserve it. We give it because it's overflowing, it's abundant. How much you can give, man, it never sort of, you'll never run out of it. So give it, man, and free yourself. Get the weight out of your chest, and try to be one with life, because when you are not there, then you are one with life. It's so weird, like this duality and everything we read in mysticism. I think the easiest way, there's a book called Flow, and it's also about when we give without thinking that who will write this. Because should I write poetry, nobody likes my poetry. Should I write music, nobody likes my music. Should I paint, should I sing, nobody likes my stuff. But then we are looking for validation, a reward, some money. But I'm making this video, the act of expressing is enough, you know. I don't think if people vibe with it or whatever, if they like it or not, expressing it, sharing it is the reward in itself. So yeah, I hope you can get out of it. Be a madman for 1 hour, and you know, and when you be a madman, you know, it's easier to be normal throughout the day. Okay, so I hope you try this. Please try this. It's like for 1 hour, man. Come on, like 1 hour of not watching reels for 1 hour and replacing that time with this is far more rewarding than trying productivity methods. So yeah, okay. Thanks for watching, I guess, and it's 15 minutes. So I should probably stop the video. Yeah, thanks. Okay, bye.